Hello, and once again, thank you for taking the time to watch this short clip, and thank you for your continued support. Last few days have been difficult. It's been 10 days now in Pattaya, and just getting my head around a few of the scenes and a few of the stories in this area of the world. Pattaya, it actually has a district for paedophiles, which, not so good. And children as young as 4 being rented for sex. I mean, as young as 4. It's just sickening. And some of the stories with cargo ships pulling up and renting children for sex for a week for the crew, through to fishermen doing pretty much the same, through to tourists coming from abroad and coming here and pre-booking a house with children to satisfy their needs over the Christmas and New Year period. It's absolutely unacceptable, let alone the 14, 16-year-olds in the go-go bars. I'm sorry this clip's starting off with a bit of a rant, but, one thing's clear. These children have hearts. They want to be loved. They want to be in a secure environment. They deserve a happy childhood, just like every other child on this planet. And unfortunately, because they find themselves born into a situation of poverty and desperation, they find themselves in a life of sex and child prostitution and child trafficking. And this unfortunately goes hand in hand with drugs and drink, and it becomes impossible to escape. I think for 2014 we can all do a whole lot more with the people in our lives to respect others and treat them the way in which we would want to be treated ourselves. And it's easily said, but if we all did a lot more of that, I think the world will be a much happier place. I really wanted to share this picture of reality with you and completely appreciate it's not a unique story to Pattaya, but by hopefully building awareness and sharing it, it will change mindsets and slowly shift social attitudes to a better future. Now, the Children Protection and Development Centre take children away from environments like that, and also violent families and street kids which are just found on the streets as well. And that's many thanks to Kontoy. Here she is, dedicated 20 years of her life of this so far, along with her volunteers and helpers as well. There was Lam, who also helped me with the translating this week, and the Human Help Network as well, giving volunteers in from Germany who come and spend time with the children and do various activities so that they can regain their childhoods and the smiles on their faces, which is a stark contrast to the numbness that you see on the streets. Now, today we also made the donation to the Children Protection Development Centre for the schooling and for the education. So if you contributed towards that, thank you very much for your loving contribution. It will make a big difference. Also, this morning, I had a chance to meet a completely separate organisation called the Thrive Rescue Home, and I started by asking Jeremy and Robin how they got started.
Absolutely. We got here about 2 years ago, and it was really kind of a supernatural experience, if you will. We found a home that we thought would be great for the kids. We started developing relationships with the police, City Hall. They've all been really great to work with, and once they saw what we were doing and what we wanted to do, they started bringing kids to us, started bringing girls to us. Our primary focus is girls under 18 who have been sexually trafficked and sexually abused.
Yeah.
And so it's been a great time to see these girls come in quiet, not talking, but within 2 weeks they're talking, they're beginning to smile, they're having fun. Quick story, we just had Christmas here, and we got all of our kids' bikes, and we surprised them. And so we had all the bikes in this room, and we had them all shut their eyes and follow us in. And then we said, 1, 2, 3, and open your eyes. And so they all opened their eyes, and they freaked out. It was like they won $1 million,
Wow.
And so it's just really cool to see them blossoming, growing. We also put them in private school. So they're learning English. They're learning things that they wouldn't normally be able to learn.
Yep.
And we tell them every day, you're a leader, you're going to make it in life. You're going to do
Yeah,
good.
about rebuilding their confidence and
Absolutely.
about and the schooling you were mentioning is like $60 a month per child.
Yeah.
So it's not lots and lots of money like
No.
it would be in Europe or in the West, but it makes a huge difference to their potential and their future.
Absolutely, absolutely, it makes a huge difference, and just the education alone is a huge deal. We're committed to our children for life, so we really are like a big family. And when they come in, once we get them in school, we let them know, look, when you're done with high school, you're going to go to university. But they're quite excited about it.
Now,
good times.
Robin,
Yes.
you're from Holland and you came over here initially on holiday, and then you've come back now to help with the Thrive Rescue Home. I guess like me, you're pretty shocked by some of the scenes and what happens here.
Yeah. Well, I found out about the situation in Pattaya like about 3 years ago, and that started a dream of helping out those children. And last year I came here to work with another project, and I met Thrive Rescue Home, and I've decided to go to Thrive Rescue Home this year. And I've been working with the child protection in Pattaya for 3 days. And
So you're actually based 3 days a week at the police station with a unit that specializes in dealing with
Child
sex
protection.
trafficking, and
Yeah.
especially with children.
Yeah, yeah. So I think 2 weeks ago we went to 5 schools in total in a week, and we gave prevention programs. So we reached about 700 children about the dangers on internet and the dangers on street, what to do and what not to do. So that was really good. So and it's just good to be in
So a bit of education about what is
Prevention.
okay, your safety, that
Right.
kind of thing, just
Yeah.
awareness.
to prevent them even to get in, to get abused or to get into prostitution.
How much of this is real, and how much of this really is happening today in 2014 here in Pattaya?
I think a lot of times when you begin to talk about younger children, what you'll find is there are private brothels that actually have children, young children, but a lot of it has to do with families and poverty. And what you'll find is a lot of individual stories of families and young kids and selling the children and whatnot, whether it be an uncle selling them or an aunt or whatever, maybe the mother or father.
And quite often it's generations of prostitution.
Yes.
So the mum would have got HIV, AIDS, or something would have happened to her, and then they sell the child, and then it becomes a generation type thing that repeats itself.
Yeah, absolutely. And so on the islands, a lot of times they will sell young girls to the fishing boats, the fishermen out there, or the large cargo ships. They'll drop a couple of girls off there.
So they literally drop a couple of girls for the week for 20 guys on the cargo ship to enjoy, and then
pick them up in a week, and they get paid for that. The people who are trafficking these girls are getting paid. It's a harsh reality, but what we've found since we've been here is it does happen, and it's finding those girls, finding those families, reaching out, doing the research, working together with the government, the police department, city hall, and making a difference in their lives.
I mean, it's really sickening for the people that I've spoken to back home while I've been here. The thing is, why can't you do something? I mean, what can people do to help support? I mean, obviously money helps with the children that are found, and obviously you're raising money not just for the home here, but you're going to create a home also near Mumbai in India.
We're looking. Thrive Rescue Home is actually in February, the second week, we're going over to India, and we're looking at opening a second home there.
Specifically for kids that are caught up in this, and there's a need to rehome.
Absolutely. In India, we have, there are different Devasi temples that incorporate child prostitution, which is illegal in India. However, it's still underground, and there's a lot of different things that go on, and so it's very rampant there too as well. And so we have some contacts there. They are rescuing girls all the time there, under 18, who are being sexually trafficked and sexually abused, but they have no place to put them. And so we've been working with them for about 1.5 years, 2 years now on where to open up a home and when. And so we're really excited about that, because we're going to be able to rescue more girls, and raise up leaders. We want to
Excellent.
raise up leaders because that's what's going to change and help us stop traffic. You know, from top to bottom, it's just a mindset that needs to change, and so, you know, we came in with the intentions of working with the government. We're here to serve. We're here to provide and help in any way we can. So we wanted to attack, you know, trafficking, child sex trafficking from that avenue, but also from the girls that we rescue is providing effective aftercare.
Yeah.
And part of that effective aftercare is education. Part of that effective aftercare is counseling. Part of that effective aftercare is making them understand that they are safe in the home that they're in, and really creating another family for them that they didn't have before. And so as we raise our girls up as leaders, educated, and ready to go back, you know, be integrated back into the community as they grow up, that's going to help us big time stop traffic. It's going to help not only the mentality, but also help us be influential in different areas of the community.
So for the people watching this, what key things can they do to help you remotely?
I think number one is like us on Facebook, Thrive Rescue on Facebook, and share some of the posts that we do, because that helps us raise awareness all over the world.
To spread the word.
Absolutely. Number two is partnering with us financially. We can't do what we do unless we have the partners. And so if you feel like that's something you'd like to do, it'd be great to partner with you. And just know that when you partner with us, you are changing lives in Thailand, you're changing lives in India. And I wish I could show you the faces of our girls, because you'd fall in love, but we don't show pictures of them just for safety issues. But those are the two main things: raising awareness and financial partnership.
Okay, and Robin,
Yes.
what advice would you give for someone thinking of coming here and volunteering and doing what you're doing?
Advice? Ooh. Well, yeah, just look for a good project that that really like does effectively work, and just go to Google or and just get more lesson about human trafficking, what it really is, and get more information about the city, about Pattaya, about the culture, just to learn to get that mindset, and so you'll be able to help in Pattaya in time.
And with Thrive Rescue Homes, what do you enjoy about working with them? Because you've been doing it for some time.
Yeah, it's just so good to be a part of the restore in the life of the children, to be a part of that, and it's fulfilling. It's just
it's very rewarding in terms of I mean,
right.
even the work that I've done this week with Kontoy and the people at the Children Protection Center, to see the change in these children's lives and their future is quite incredible, and it's infectious to want to do more.
Absolutely.
And to spread the word and to make the world wake up that hey, it's 2014 and it's not okay to be doing this. Even though it happens around the world, it's not okay to do this. And thank you very much for your efforts, and
Thank
Jeremy,
you.
for you and your wife. Great stuff. I admire what you do here.
Thank you.